Hey guys, this is the Black Republican Theory. Good morning to you all. Before I get into the topic for today, which is the connecting the dots between the red flag laws and the RICO charges against the YSL gang and Young Thug and everyone down in Atlanta, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And so, about a month ago, Young Thug and YSL gang, members of the YSL gang, including Yak Gotti and all of them, they were picked up on RICO charges, essentially saying that they, for financial benefit, they benefited off of crime culture and ran a hybrid street gang. So that is a First Amendment issue in my eyes, that these young men were actually just rapping, okay? And they're being criminally charged based on lyrics that they say in their rap music. Now, I don't necessarily agree with all the lyrics or almost any of the lyrics, but people have the right to be able to, um, produce the music that they want, right? You don't see, uh, these prosecutors in these and some of these other states going after those who make songs like, or if you go, there's a white supremacist website out there that's basically like the white supremacist YouTube, and they have a song on there called "Run N-Word Run," but they actually say the word, right? And I mean, you don't see anyone going after the artists of that. You don't see anyone going after the artists behind some of the most notorious white supremacist rap culture individuals, southern rap and all that other stuff, right? You don't see that, okay? But they're going after Young Gotti and Young Thug and the YSL gang purposely, because this is what's called a trial balloon. A trial balloon is something that you send it out there. It's like a test case. It's like when you're going in the store in Sam's Club and you go to sample some food. That's like a trial balloon, right? You're trying to see what sticks, right? Pardon me while I drink my Park Heights coffee. Anyway, so with this trial balloon, they're going to see if it sticks. And this is an 88-page indictment. There's about 3 weeks of court hearings, all this other stuff. Most recently, you heard Drake, give a shout out of his support in the his most recent song. I think it's called Sticky Situation, whatever. He gave support to the group, and rightfully so, because this is a First Amendment free speech issue. And the lyrics do not necessarily incite violence, because that violence, if they want to say that the lyrics incite violence or some type of crime culture, etc., that violence is actually promoted by the individuals who pick up guns themselves, and the individuals shoot those guns. So here's where we connect it to the red flag laws. Red flag laws essentially say that when an individual has some type of mental health issue, some type of, there's suspicion, I don't like what this person is saying, their words are violent, then I can go ahead and alert the local authorities or the federal authorities to come take their gun. Now, I'm here in the socialist state of Maryland, where, Lord have mercy, I can only imagine how many words will be considered violence out here. I mean, not only do you have the angry population of some of these local counties, but you have also the most blunt city in America, Baltimore City, in which we will straight up say, no, we don't agree with something, or yes, we agree with something, whatever, And so I can only imagine how those red flag laws can be used against not only the people who think they are necessary, not only the people who think they are not necessary, but also the people who do think that they are necessary. And as the pendulum of power and of culture swings left or right, remember that that will always come back to bite the individuals who are putting these laws and rules into power, as the laws go into effect, and then they start to affect the people who might who might not want to be affected. I mean, it's just going to come back, or who think that they won't be affected about it. It's just like how black culture and black people have been warning the larger American public that there is a uh, racist element in some of our most trusted institutions here in the United States. And no one wanted to listen until that racist element became a misogynistic element, until it became a sexist element, and then it became what the left likes to call they're calling people who believe certain things now Christo fascists, which they love to make up these $5 and $10 SAT words like adultification. That's another word, um, which I actually agree with, but whatever. Um, I just wanted to connect the dots in a very quick video of the red flag laws and how they will then be used against individuals in free speech. In their free speech, they will begin to say that words equal violence, and they will begin to use your words and the evidence of your words against you to promote red flag laws, take your weapons, which is another basic right, assist in self-defense. So there's that. Now I want to give another update about the whole Grove Park community. Most recently, Jill Carter did get the grass cut down here. Sorry guys, the wind's blowing. Jill Carter did get the grass cut down at the Grove Park Elementary Middle School. However, they've moved. The city has decided to move the polling station away from the school, and they moved it up to Pimlico Elementary Middle, which they shut down years ago to move those students over here to Grove Park, and then they shut this down. And they moved those students. Those students are now over at the Samuel Caldwell School, but the polling station has been moved to Fire Station 46, which I posted a video about earlier this week. I highly recommend that everyone watch that video because it is voter suppression by the Democrats. It's just voter suppression by the Democrats. This neighborhood it has 1,800, just a little over 1,800 voters. It's 96% black, lower middle class, or middle class actually. People who have been voting at that school for 30 years. The school has been around since 1957, and mostly older individuals who own their homes, who've been living here for over 20 years, 30 years even, 50 and older. Most of the homeowners here, and the city decided to move their polling station to the busiest firehouse in the city. To the busiest firehouse in the city. And it's unfathomable. That firehouse does not have parking for the public. It has parking for the people who work the almost 24-hour shifts that work there. No ADA accessibility, and no parking for seniors, okay, unless they park on the street and walk about half a block up to get to the school. It's a high crime neighborhood. There's a shooting right next door almost every month, if not every week, or if not every day. It's horrible, and so I can't imagine our seniors voting there. But most recently, the neighborhood association has decided that we're going to wage a campaign to not vote, to block the vote and not vote, in order to get a solution that we need. Because boycott the vote. Because if the city government and the state government is not going to serve us, why should we serve these politicians in their interests? And I can tell you another thing. It just seems like there's so many politicians that just want your vote. They come up out of nowhere. They're made in a lab somewhere. They pop up out of nowhere, and they run as this perfect candidate, yet they are completely unresponsive to the communities that they wish to serve. You know who the candidates are that I'm talking about. They tend to have these darn near Ivy League educations, having run private sector organizations, and then they decide, oh well, I think I want to run for office, because politics ain't nothing but Hollywood for ugly people. So I just think that this whole society needs to wake up, because we're being led astray. And you see right now with these red flag laws, that's just that's a false flag, if you will, a trial balloon to see what will stick. America needs to wake up. All right, this is the Black Republican Theory. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and like this video, etc. And we're going to put more things into action to get the words out about the various things that are happening out in the community. I want to organize a community cleanup soon. Maybe even get out here and cut some lawns for free, because it matters how your neighborhood looks. All right, thanks guys. Bye.